Good morning, everybody, or good day, or hello, or whatever it is, wherever you are. This is Aaron with Comic Booked. Today, we're going to unbox a box of Heroclix, a brick of Heroclix Avengers Forever. This is the latest Marvel set from Heroclix. Heroclix from WizKids. They been around for quite a while now. Trying to think, it was like 2005 or 2006 they started, so it's been what, 16 years. So um, pretty good. It's a very interesting game based on miniatures. Took the concept of miniature wargaming, where you had your figures and you had to measure movement and everything, and simplified a lot of that by putting the stats specifically on the pieces. So they have a dial. As they take damage, they click down or click up, depending on what's going on with them. Different special abilities, special powers, team abilities where they can team up with other characters, all kinds of stuff. So if you're not familiar with HeroClix, check them out. Check them out at your local game store. Very fun game. I've been playing it for a long time, on and off, and just got back into it recently, a couple weeks ago, as my local game store started doing events again. So the Batman team up set just came out from DC. I did an unboxing for that. That'll be up on the site. So take a look at that here on our YouTube channel and see all the cool pieces from that set. And then we'll see what kind of figures we get out of Avengers Forever. So I just picked this brick up this week and wanted to open it up for you and show you all the cool stuff. So a brick, if you didn't know, is 10 boxes or 10 boxes, 10 packs, booster packs. And they're sealed together. They are supposed to have specific levels of rarity. So there's common, uncommon, rare, super rare, and then chase. Within the common, uncommon, rare, and super rare ranges, there are also primes. And a prime has a green ring around the dial. And there's a regular version of that character and then a prime version of that character. So in each case, there's supposed to be uh, two total special pieces. So either a prime or a chase in each brick. So we'll see what we get today. And Avengers Forever, I think I've only opened maybe one or two packs of this in the past, and so I really don't know what the pieces are. So I'm going to find out right along with the rest of you. Each pack is taped on the bottom here. So there's some security, and it's taped on the top as well, so people aren't getting in there and picking through them. Plus, it's shrink wrapped um, the way that it comes in. So, oh, one other thing. Lately, with the bricks, they have also been including these um, legacy cards. So the set's been out long enough, I guess, 2002 through 2022. So 2002 is when it came out. So I got into it in 2004, I believe. So 2002 to 2022. That means there's been tons of characters that have been created for this set, or for these different sets. A lot of sets have come out since then. They usually do one to two new sets for each. Um, like there's like two Marvel sets and two DC sets every year, and then they always have some extra sets in there too. They do some gravity feed boxes, which I have a couple that I bought recently, which were Ninja Turtles that are older ones, but they're a square box with individually packaged pieces. So you don't get like in these boosters, there are 5 pre-painted collectible miniatures in each one. Right. So, because there's been so many different cards, so many different characters in the past, um, and just like any other game, rules change. So they wanted to introduce legacy cards in order to give players with older pieces the ability to play those pieces in the newer formats and make them more playable. So what we've got is two special cards. So one is a legacy card, and this is Ursa Major, and it's LO44. And this character has some keywords: Winter Guard, Animal, Brute, Soldier, and Warrior. And that means that you can use those keywords when you make a team, a theme team of some kind or whatever. So if you were to find a bunch of characters with the word soldier, you had them all on a team, they get a theme team. They get special benefits then on that team. the ability to probability control, and then possibly other bonuses depending on what the team is. So, and now this character, it, I thought it used to tell what set they were originally from, but it doesn't say that. So it does explain on the back here. Legacy card corresponds with a Heroclix figure from a past Heroclix set release. If played using the legacy card, a legacy card character is considered modern legal with the set where that symbol is shown on the legacy. A legacy card. If a legacy card for a character has different point values, combat symbols, and/or team abilities, then the dial for the figure they use uh, um, then the dial for the figure they use shows. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense there. Different than the dial. I'm sorry. It's because I can't read because it's early in the morning for me. Not really. It's like afternoon. Then if it has different abilities than the dial for the figure they use, those shown on the legacy card instead. So these, it is kind of poorly worded, but anyway, this would be the new dial for the character, and they would have those different abilities, and then you can see what those abilities are specifically on the front here. So that's pretty cool. And so they have abilities like charge, which means they can move and attack at the same time. Super strength, which means they can carry other characters and they can pick up heavy objects. Weirbear, which is blades, claws, and fangs, is a special type of attack that when they attack, they can roll the dice and then do that much damage instead of their listed damage value. Invulnerability reduces damage they would take. Super senses allows them to possibly dodge an attack or avoid damage in an attack. Toughness reduces damage again. Shape change allows them to not even be targeted if they roll correctly. And then Battle Fury, I don't remember what that one does. So pretty cool. Ursa Major. And then we got a Nick Fury team up card. So the Nick Fury team up shield. If Nick Fury is part of the listed theme team, so if he's on a shield theme team, he has once per turn a friendly character with the shield keyword can use the shield team ability. Adjacent friendly characters modify range +1. Power, choose an adjacent friendly character once its turn. Chosen character modifies its damage +1 when making a ranged attack. Okay, so you could do that for free. And after revealing forces, you may replace character cards with their alternates. You can't choose a team up if your starting characters share a name. Okay, so that's not good. And he's also got Director of Shield as an ability. Leadership, when Nick Fury uses it and succeeds, you may instead generate a 002 Shield operative on click number 1. So we'll see if we get some of those. If a 6 was rolled, you may instead generate a Maria Hill number 18 on click number 1 if there isn't a friendly Maria Hill on the map already. Very cool. And then all of his abilities. Of course, he's got regeneration, super senses, and willpower on his last 3 clicks. So that's pretty cool. He's got a good dial. 6 clicks. So this would be a team up card that would replace your existing Nick Fury card. All right, well, let's get into it. So Avengers Forever, that's the theme, or that's the name of this set. So I'm guessing we're going to find some Pokemon in here, right? Sorry. No, probably not Pokemon. Probably Avengers. We'll take a look at the box here in just a second. And I'll show you. So they usually talk about there's Avengers in the set, right? Guardians of the Galaxy. There's some more Avengers folks. Ghost Rider on a horse or on a cougar, panther. I don't know. Interesting. And then there's some more Avengers. Kang, Swordsman, and Claw. And not the Claw from Liar Liar, but Claw. The sound guy. So, all right. First pack. Got some interesting ones right off the bat. Now each pack has 5 characters for five painted pieces. So, in the Batman team up set, as we saw, Sometimes they were constructs, and that takes the place of a character. In this case, we have 5 actual characters. Looks like you've got Immortus. There's a Drax, Wonder Man, Shield Operative, and Hawkeye. And I don't know if you guys have heard, Hawkeye. Think about Jeremy Renner and what's going on with him. It's very sad. He had a snowplow accident and damaged his leg pretty severely. So it sounds like they're going to have to amputate, which is very sad. So we definitely wish him a speedy recovery and everything goes well with the surgery that he's got to have. So, all right, well, let's go through. We got 3 commons, we got 1 uncommon, and a super rare right off the bat. So that's pretty cool. Now, how do I know that? Because I've just got all the pieces memorized, and I'm just super intelligent that way, right? No, it's because the background for each of the characters is color coded. So the background on this card is white. That means a common. Background on this is green. That means an uncommon. And the background on this is yellow, so that means a super rare. Rares are silver in the background, and then the chase has like a dark orange, almost like a bronze background. So, all right, let's start through with our number 2 piece in the set, and that is Shield Operative. It's a nice sculpt. I'm guessing they take the number 2 Shield Operative, which is the one that we could generate with the Nick Fury team up here, if we wanted to. And the sculpt for the number 18 Maria Hill are probably very similar, except she probably just has black hair, so we'll see. But Shield Operative has stealth and plasticity on her movement. And I say her because she's definitely a female type character there. Hand-to-hand combat or hand-to-hand defense is combat reflexes, and then the close combat expert for damage. And the shield team ability, which we've already gone through, very low point value, 15 and 3 clicks. But with the plasticity and stealth, it might be pretty helpful, and combat reflexes and stuff. So that's an interesting piece right off. So that'll be number 2. We use the plastics to keep track of how many we have for the set. So we'll keep our sets together, 5 pieces in each one, and their cards. So it helps us kind of organize. All right, number 5 in the set is Hawkeye. And this is a classic Hawkeye Clint Barton costume, which is pretty cool. His quiver there on the back and his little dress. Yeah, no, it's just, I don't know, like a tunic, a long tunic. So he's got follow-up as a power. Free once per turn for all characters with a follow-up trait. You can make an attack using Hawkeye's printed combat values. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble reading. But only to target a single character hit with an attack made by another friendly character with the Avengers keyword. So if you got an Avengers team and they hit, then he can hit, boom, with an arrow, I guess, immediately after. So that's pretty cool. He's got running shot, which means he can move and shoot at the same time. Explosive tip arrow, which for an energy explosion, which is good. The precision strike, which gets through certain things like super senses, I believe it gets through. Penetrating psychic blast goes through armor and invulnerability and all that kind of thing. Sonic arrow is pulse wave, which is cool. So he's got that all the way down his dial. Every 2 clicks, he goes down, and then he's got keeping up with the supers, willpower, so he doesn't. He can take actions even when he has 2. Backflip is super senses, so he can roll to escape damage when he gets attacked. Range combat expert adds to his attack values, and then the Avengers team ability, which is when this character is given a move action, modify speed +1. Very cool. That's his first costume appearance as far as the new costume. So very neat. So he's number 5. He actually goes in our number 5 common slot here. All right, Wonder Man is up next. Another common in the set. We'll use this as the backdrop here. You can see classic Wonder Man costume. Actually, not the classic one. This is the secondary costume. The classic one was like big shoulder pads and crap. I don't know what they were thinking, but it was the 80s. You know, what do you expect? Um, all right, Wonder Man has Ionic Resurrection. When Wonder Man would be KO'd, you may instead replace him with number 27 Wonder Man. So there's another Wonder Man in this set. On click 9. Then roll a d6 and heal him equal to half the result. And he's protected from Pulse Wave. He's got Jetpack, so he can use Flyer. Almost as strong as Sentry. He's got Super Strength. Invincible. He's got Invulnerability as well, and then down to Combat Reflexes. Outwit, Close Combat Expert on his dial as well. And you can see he's pretty powerful. He's got so he's got 7 clicks on here. When he would get KO'd, you take him down to click 9 on the other piece, and then you um, heal him back up half of a d6. He's got the Avengers team ability, which we talked about, and he's also got the Masters of Evil team ability, which says when an adjacent friendly character makes a close attack, make the target's defense -1 if the target is adjacent to this character. So that's pretty neat. All right, we'll set him here till we get some more plastic sleeves. Drax is our uncommon. So let's take a look at Drax. Drax has a couple of swords because, he's a chef. He's a warrior, right? He's got the Guardians of the Galaxy and Infinity Watch, Brute, and Warrior keyword. He says, I will not fight that creature. That's his one power. Unless Drax is the only character on your force when he would KO an opposing character with an attack. Instead, turn them to their last non-KO click and heal Drax 2 clicks. Very nice. I didn't kill you, you killed you. Super senses. When Drax uses it and succeeds after resolutions after resolutions, deal the attacker 1 penetrating damage. Very nice. So he's got kind of the cosmic power, the power cosmic ability, without having with the like the Mystics team ability without having the Mystics team ability, which is pretty cool. So he's also got Charge, Blades, Claws, Fangs, Empower, and the Guardians team ability. And the Guardians team ability says this character's combat values can't be modified by opposing characters' effects. Nice. So he can't be basically perplexed or outwitted, or perplexed up or down with his combat values by opponents. So it's pretty neat. He's got 6 clicks on his dial, 45-point character. Very nice. All right, and Immortus. Immortus is Immortus is a version of Kang. Some say the final version of Kang, but we don't know that for sure. He's got a neat sculpt. We'll see more about Kang this year as the Avengers, the storyline really proceeds down an interesting path. So the Timeless book, I don't know if you picked up Timeless last year and this year, but it's always a Kang story that's been very interesting. It previews what's going to happen in the new year, which is kind of cool. So you definitely want to pick that up to see what's going to happen. So I know about your past and your future. Oh, he has Council of Kangs, Cosmic, Deity, Future, Past, and Ruler. All right, so at the beginning of your turn, if there is no d6 on this card, roll a d6 and place it on this card. When a character within range rolls an attack roll, you may remove the d6 from the card and replace a die in the roll with it. Very nice. You underestimate me yet again. Once per turn, when an opposing character within range and line of fire attacks. No, so the other's only within range, not line of fire. That's nice. So when they attack, before the attack roll is made, you may guess if the attack will hit at least one target or if it will miss all targets. If you do, that attack roll can't be re-rolled, and after resolution gains 2 mission points if you choose correctly. Master of Time with Phasing Teleport, Running Shot, Incapacitate, Pulse Wave, Super Senses, Probability Control, and Outwit. He's got a pretty solid dial. He's also got Cosmic Energy, which means he has Willpower, and the character has Safeguard, Outwit, and Uncopyable. For mission points, of course, we talked about this in the last set, but the game ends when after the resolution of any action, a player has achieved 20 or more mission points. So if you can successfully guess the number of hits you're going to make or misses you're going to make in an attack, then you could do that 10 times in a game, you win. If the game ends this way, the winner is determined by the player with the most mission points. In the case of a tie, the active player wins. Very cool. So he's got a decent dial, very chaotic, back and forth with different things, with probability control and outwit alternating. He's got super senses, super senses to make it hard to hit him, and then back and forth with incapacitate and pulse wave and running shot and phasing teleport. So very interesting character. Pretty cool for a super rare, you know. And oh yeah, we didn't look at how many points he is. So he's only 65 points. You know, he'd be a good addition to any team. Really, with the power cosmic, that's really a helpful. It's a helpful character. But we know Kang, Immortus, not much of a team player, basically because everybody else is dumber than him. He knows everything. No one else knows anything. So yeah. All right, let's see what we got here. We got a gorilla. Looks like possibly oh nice. We got an Iron Man of some sort, or an Iron Man-ish character. Um, got a gorilla. Always good to have a gorilla. Maria Hill. All right, we got a Maria Hill. Well, let's put. No, we can't do that. Okay. Looks like we got another super rare out of this pack. Oh wow, two super rares in a row. A super rare Iron Man. Very nice. An uncommon Maria Hill. And that's the number 18 from the team up card we talked about initially. And then three uncommons, or three commons, sorry. We'll start out with the Hydra Agent. These are pretty stock characters. Decent sculpt, though, you know. And the Hydra Agent has Running Shot, Pulse Wave, and Range Combat Expert, and the Hydra team ability. When an adjacent friendly character makes a range attack, modify the target's defense -1 if the target is within line of fire of this character. All right. Only 3 clicks, another 15-point character, but still. Nice cannon fodder if you need it. And he is number 3, so we'll put him in here by the Shield Agent. Sorry, crinkling plastic. All right, Gorilla Man. Never heard of him. Gorilla Man has Agents of Atlas. Oh, okay, yeah. Agents of Atlas. Avengers, Shield, Wakanda, Winter Guard, and Animal and Spy. So let's take a look at the sculpt. Pretty nice. Okay, that's cool. Gorilla Man has follow-up. Now we saw that before. So basically, like Hawkeye's, if a follow-up trait, once per turn for all characters with a follow-up trait, make an attack using Gorilla Man's printed combat values, but only attack characters that have been already hit. So, by another friendly character with the Wakanda keyword. Very interesting. All right, Soldier of Fortune, Plasticity, Flurry, Blades, Claws, and Fangs, Combat Reflexes, Toughness, Regeneration, Close Combat Expert, Battle Fury. He's got all kinds of stuff, and Avengers team abilities. So, a decent dial with 7 clicks and 60 points. Nice. All right. So he is number 8 in the set. So we'll put him in here 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then we have Speed. It looks sort of like Quicksilver. It's from Young Avengers. He's a speedster. Sometimes I don't know when to stop. Roll a d6 and move speed and number of squares up to the result. He's got hypersonic, super senses, willpower, and shape change. And then Avengers team ability. 5 clicks, but 45 points. You know, for a speedster, though, really not bad. All right, and he is number 10. Put him in here. Okay. Maria Hill. And like I said, pretty much the same as the Shield Agent sculpt, just different colors. So black hair, black costume instead of blue. Same white on the boots and everything, though. Still, a decent sculpt. All right, Maria has Shield, Soldier, and Spy, and Logistics Expert, which is leadership. When Maria Hill uses it and succeeds, you may instead generate a 002 Shield operative. So this is similar to the team up card. When she uses leadership, you can make a Shield operative show up. And if a 6 is rolled, also remove an action token from each friendly character named Shield operative. Cool. All right. And that's from each. That doesn't even have to be adjacent. That can just be any Shield operatives that are in play. Very nice. She's got stealth, running shot, precision strike, willpower, toughness, range combat expert, and the shield team ability. She's got 4 clicks, one more click than the other guys. 30 points compared to 15, but she can make more little 15s, so that's pretty decent. All right, another uncommon in the set. And then finally, another super rare here with Iron Man. It's Iron Man and his pose. Stay away from me, pose. Like, or give me that sandwich. I don't know. Pretty cool sculpt. Neat armor. So this Iron Man is number 49 in the set. His Avengers, Stark Industries, and Scientist keyword. Run the numbers Jarvis is his overall power. At the beginning of your turn, choose one effect to last until your next turn. Iron Man has free, half speed move, or Iron Man has safeguard outwit. He's got shoulder mounted rockets and EMP burst, energy explosion, pulse wave. When Iron Man uses Pulse Wave, it deals 2 damage instead of 1. In other resolutions, you may choose a hit character for each of Iron Man's action tokens. For each character's chosen, remove one of Iron Man's action tokens and give it to that character. Nice. Ouch, I felt that one. Stop, regeneration, toughness, super senses, but succeeds on a 4, 5, or 6. And he's got running shot, hypersonic, quake, impervious, toughness, range combat expert, and outwit down his dial, and Avengers team ability. Plus, he's got 11 clicks, so for a 200-point character, he's pretty beefy. Decent attack, 12 for the first 2 clicks, goes down to 11, back up to 12, down to 11, back up to 12. You can't beat that. That's the kind of thing that, in the right setting, can even hit Superman or that armored Wonder Woman in the other set. So, pretty cool. All right, that's good for our first 2 boxes. Let's go to number 3. 2 super rares, though. I don't expect to see another super rare in this box, but you never know. All right, I'm a little stuffy today. And we got another gorilla. I should do a, well, I know they did Scooby-Doo on the DC side with the latest set, but I should do like a Hanna-Barbera crossover with all the ones they did a couple years ago. Maybe they did that already and I just missed it. All right. Well, we know we have a duplicate of the Gorilla Man. We saw that already. Um, so that leaves us 4 pieces in this pack. Oops. All right, so Gorilla Man duplicate will set over here. We've got, we have a chase, or yeah, we have 1 chase. That's great. All right, let's see. Black Panther, Mockingbird is our rare, and Bucky is our uncommon. All right, so let's take a look at. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm knocking the camera. Black Panther. Well, first off, let's put away Wonder Man. So Wonder Man is number 16. I still can't do that. Never mind. Black Panther. Got the typical hunched over pose. Okay. And he's number 12 in the set. He has Avengers, Fantastic Four, Illuminati, Wakanda, Ruler, and Warrior for his keywords. Sorry, it's a little blurry. And, he's got agile as a panther, charge, stealth, and flurry, but only if Black Panther occupies hindering terrain. So that would be like a bush or a table or something broken, hindering terrain. You got flurry, blades, claws, super senses, combat reflexes, leadership, and Avengers team ability. And he's got 8 clicks on the dial, which is pretty powerful. He can be played at 75 points or 25 points. So if you just needed some extra 25 and threw him in with 3 clicks there, he's still pretty tough. All right, and he's number 12, so we'll put him into number 12 spot. All right, Bucky Barnes. Bucky. Bucky before he became Winter Soldier. Captain America's sidekick, right? He's Avengers, um, Howling Commandos, Invaders, Shield, Past, and Soldier. I know your attack is coming. He's got super senses. When Bucky uses it and succeeds after resolution, remove an action token from him. Nice. He's got running shot, charge, penetrating psychic blast, blades, claws, fangs, invulnerability. He's got everything, almost. He doesn't have sidestep, but he's got a lot of stuff. And Avengers team ability. And 7 clicks on his dial. So Bucky's tough. He can take a hit. Play at 75 points or 40 points. Not too bad. Pretty impressive dial, though, for Bucky. All right, Mockingbird is our rare. Mockingbird's got a decent sculpt. A little droopy on the baton there, but nothing a little bend can't fix. All right, she's got team ability of Avengers and Shield. She's also got Avengers, Shield, Wakanda, and Spy keywords. For her movement, she's got Bow Staff, Pole Vault, which is charge, leap, climb, and stealth. And then she clicks down into charge and plasticity. She's got Precision Strike. That was the only thing Bucky didn't have, right? Precision Strike. Combat reflexes, close combat expert, and then that's it. She's got 6 clicks for 40 points. Pretty decent. A couple extra clicks than Maria Hill for only 10 more points. Not bad. All right. So that's our first rare from the set. Out of 3 packs already. First rare. It's amazing. All right. And here we have Iron Hammer for our first chase figure. Iron Hammer is from the the crossover, what were they called? The Time Warp series. So, pretty interesting sculpt. It's Iron Man, Thor, basically, an Iron Man Thor crossover. It's cool the way the armor has a little more of a classic look to it. And then the hammer with the electricity coming off of it. Very neat sculpt. Like I said, he's got the bronzish, orangish background there. So he's number 58 in the set. Iron Hammer has Asgardian, Avengers, Defenders, Stark Industries, Warp World, Armor, and Scientist. So it was a time warp back in the the last Infinity War thing that they did. That's pretty cool. So they had these crossover characters. It was where there was a bunch of them. It was like Black Panther, like Ghost Panther, Black Panther, Ghost Rider combo, and a bunch of different characters. It was really interesting. Chest mounted Bifrost has super senses. When an Iron Hammer uses it and succeeds, instead of evading the attack, you may choose an opposing character with range and line of fire to become the hit target. Nice. So you could divert you could divert an attack to somebody else. Very nice. He's got the Heimdall guidance system. Yeah, he's also got the Heimdall guidance system. Sorry, I'm shaking a little bit there. Penetrating psychic blast, and then those different abilities. I don't know what those all are, but each of those is something. But as long as he's got that, he's got those 4 additional abilities. When Iron Hammer hits with a range attack, After resolutions, deal 1 penetrating damage to all untargeted opposing characters adjacent to a hit target. So he hits somebody. As long as he hits them, everybody else takes 1. Very nice. Armor of Cold Iron, Runes of Power. Invincible willpower and protected from outwit. Mjolnir coming online. Exploit weakness. When Iron Hammer hits with a close attack after resolutions, choose 1. Each hit target is given an action token. Each hit target modifies attack -1 till next turn. Wow. A running shot, charge, flurry, steel energy, willpower, ranged combat expert, and exploit weakness. He has 10 clicks on his dial. And the defender's team ability, which says when this character is attacked, you may replace its defense value with the printed defense value of an adjacent friendly character that can use this team ability. So I don't know that anybody else would really want to swap. He wouldn't want to swap his defense ability with anybody else. So he's pretty tough though. 150 or 100 points. 150 points for 8 clicks or 10 clicks and that dial. I mean that is crazy. I will definitely play him the next time we have a build an army. So that's very neat as our first chase or our chase from the set. So let's see what else we get here. I don't know. That was a good one. Not sure we can top that. So like I said, in a brick, we normally just get 1 chase or prime. And looks like we got our chase. So a little early, but still there may be some cool super rares in the rest. Let's see what we get. It's like American Chavez here. Something else. Iron Man. Mindless one. Yeah, duplicate speed. So we've got 2 duplicates so far out of 4 packs. That's interesting. If you watched my Batman team up opening, we really only got 3 dupes in the whole set, which was nice. We're gonna take Speed since he's a dupe. Put him over here with our Gorilla Man. We got 2 commons with Mindless One and Iron Man. We got an uncommon here with Reptile, and another super rare with Miss America. All right. And now we can put Wonder Man away. 15, 16. So he's going to be 16 here. All right. So that will finish out our commons. Looks like we've got Bucky in at number 20. Of course, there may be a prime. Gosh. There may be a prime that I'll have to adjust for, but I'm not going to have to worry about that for now. 16, 17, 18 in the middle. Maria in the middle. All right. And then Drax will be 28. So there's that for now. Let's take a look at the Mindless One. These are some interesting sculpts. I remember Mindless One before, but they weren't quite this big. They were gray. So it's a pretty neat sculpt. Very cool definition there with the muscles and everything. So Mindless One has Monster and Mystical, Plasticity and Empower. And it's got the Mystic's team ability, so anytime it takes damage, it does 1 penetrating back, which is very cool. Only 3 clicks for 15 points, but the Mystic team ability, that thing can be pretty tough, and especially with the Empower ability as well. If it's adjacent to another character when they're doing something, they get +1 to their attack. So it's for 15 points, an army of Mindless Ones could be pretty cool. So Mindless One is number 7. Put him in here. Next to our other big beefy guy, Mr. Gorilla. All right, and Iron Man. At least they didn't just use the same sculpt from the rare, or the super rare, which is cool. Different sculpt for Iron Man. And he's a common. So he's number 14 in the set. He's got Avengers, Illuminati, Stark Industries, Armor, and Scientist. And then he's got Defend, Energy Shield, Deflection, and Invulnerability. Goes down to, he's got Force Blast on his movement and flying. And then down to Charge, Energy Explosion, Impervious, and Outwit. Avengers Team Ability, and 6 clicks on his dial. So not bad. 50 points, pretty decent. I'll throw him in as a 50-point common to add to any set, any team. All right, so we're looking at number 14, Iron Man, right here. So, Reptile, or Reptile, or something. I don't know who he is necessarily. He's a Young Avengers character, so I don't really read Young Avengers. Interesting sculpt. Looks like he's got lizard arms or something. Um, so he's got Avengers, Young Avengers, Animal, Mystical, and Past. He's got Prehistoric Transformation at the beginning of your turn. You may turn Reptile to click 1, 2, or 3. Interesting. He's got Primeval Healing Factor. When Reptile would be KO'd by an opposing effect, you may roll a d6. At a 4 through 6, turn him to click 1 instead. Protected from Pulse Wave. Got Stegosaurus Spines with Flurry. Charge, Hypersonic, Quake, Blades and Claws, Precision Strike, Toughness, Shape Change, Team Ability of Avengers, and 40 points for three clicks. But when you can choose any one of those depending on the situation, and always click back to click 1 if you roll a 4, 5, or 6 when he dies, it's pretty decent. Not bad. 40 points for a 3 clicker. All right, so we will put him up here with Drax and Mockingbird. And let's take a look at our third super rare. Sorry, our third super rare from the set, Miss America, America Chavez. In her classic jacket. So she has Avengers, Ultimates, Young Avengers, Celebrity, and Cosmic for her keywords. She has a movement ability of moving through star portals, hypersonic speed, but gains carry 2 instead of carry 0. You have Come to the Wrong Neighborhood, combat reflexes, toughness, and willpower. Her movement, she's a flyer, and she goes down to Charge, Flurry, and then her attack is Super Strength. She's got Impervious, Invulnerability, Empower, and Close Combat Expert on her dial with Team Avengers Team Ability, and then her dial, 50 points for a 6 clicker. It's pretty decent. It's a lot of lower point characters, but pretty decent characters, which is nice. We are on box number there's 10. We're on box number 5. Oh, I just realized that must be Ghost Panther. Yeah, okay. I know. Duh. It just hit me. All right, we got another duplicate, it looks like, with Iron Man. Then we got some other interesting characters here. Looks like an Ant-Man. Um, Patriot, Red Guardian. Red Guardian, kind of came back into the forefront with the Black Widow movie, which I still have not seen, but I will eventually watch it. So, all right, then we got a duplicate of the Iron Man, so we'll put him over here. Move some of these guys back. We got one common, Patriot, um, one rare with Ant-Man, and 2 uncommons with Wonder Man and Red Guardian. All right, let's take a look at Patriot here. So Patriot was one of the Young Avengers, Captain America ripoff, I guess, or wannabe or whatever. He's got Young Avengers and Soldier, Elijah Bradley. Young Avengers assemble, defend, and leadership. Sometimes you become the soldier that is needed. He's got Charge, down to Leap Climb, Quake, Toughness, and Empower with the Avengers team ability. 40 points for 5 clicks. Pretty decent dial. Okay. So that is number 9. So that will go right here between Gorilla Man and Speed. And we're making definitely making some progress on getting the commons for the set. Usually I find when I do this kind of thing, I end up with all the commons at least for the set. So, all right, we're looking at 20, 1, 2, 3, so 23 would be Reptile. Now, and one thing about Reptile, because he has the silver ring, that means you can only have one of him on your team. You can't have multiples, which that's all right, right? Okay, let's take a look at Red Guardian. So Red Guardian, the Russian version of Captain America, right? The shield and everything. Probably even the same sculpt, just a repaint. Red Guardian has Winter Guard Soldier. He is Energy Shield, Deflection, and Invulnerability. Once per game, when Red Guardian or an adjacent friendly character would be hit, they may evade the attack instead. Nice. Save that for a critical hit, right? He's got Running Shot, Into Charge, into Leap Climb, Toughness, Leadership, and Close Combat Expert. No team abilities, but he's got a decent dial, 6 clicks for 50 points. All right, number 17. So he's going to go right in here between Wonder Man and Maria Hill. Next up is another Wonder Man sculpt. So he's same sculpt, just crystally, which is still pretty cool. And as an uncommon, Wonder Man has a lot of the similar powers, but he does have Ionic Form, Energy Shield, Deflection, Super Senses, and Invulnerability all in the one. And then he's got Running Shot to Charge to Hypersonic, Penetrating Psychic Blast, Super Strength, and Precision Strike, and Vulnerability, Regeneration, Outwit, Close Combat Experts, and Mystic Team Ability. So that's pretty nice. He is 100 points, and he's pretty beefy. I mean, 11 attack down to a 12, back down to 11, or 11 up to 12, down to 11. 18 defense for most of his dial, with Outwit and combat reflexes there. He's nice for 100 points, for sure. All right, number 27. So can't put him up yet. Save him for the next round. And we got a rare of Ant-Man. Let's see. Classic Scott Lang there with helmet and the suit, just like from the movie. Very similar to the movie suit. Nice sculpt. All right, Ant-Man. He is Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, Nova Corps, and Police as his keywords. Scott Lang, running away from Earth, stealth. When an adjacent character is given a move or power action after resolutions, you may place Ant-Man adjacent to that character. And he's got Precision Strike, Super Senses, Outwit, and Guardians team ability. For 35 points, he's got 4 clicks. Pretty decent, especially since he can pop up adjacent to somebody with 10 attack. That's and Precision Strike, so that gets through Super Senses. It's pretty nice, especially with some of the other characters that have Empower in this set. And he's 41A, so there must be a 41B, which would be the Prime. You always see that an A or a B. The Bs are the primes in the set, or in every set. All right. Now we're starting into the second half of the brick. So it looks like we could put together, so far at least, an Avengers team. We could throw in a few young Avengers. We could always just focus on Immortus and Iron Hammer there and just beat the crap out of our opponents. We got a couple. We got the Speedster. We got Hawkeye for some support as far as being able to hit after a hit. So that would be interesting. All right. So this pack looks like we got another duplicate with Hawkeye. Actually, two duplicates this time. Hawkeye and Black Panther as duplicates. Drop them out and set them aside. So that is 5 duplicates out of 6 boosters so far. Like I said, I really think I got lucky with the Batman team up brick I opened the other day because I really only ended up with three duplicates from that whole thing. But I think it helped too because that's a DC set. In this set, they did all the constructs, so there were packs that had constructs. Even though I got duplicate constructs, they were different color because there are 7 colors for each construct. So one for each lantern color ring. Yeah, interesting. All right, so we got a Kazar rare. We got 2 uncommons with Iron Lad and Vision. So we're at 20, 30. So let's see if we can put 26, 27, 27. Let's put Wonder Man away and Drax away. That gets our uncommons put away so far. All right, so we actually got quite a few super rares in this so far, and then that one chase, which is cool. So, all right, we got another uncommon with Vision. Let's see, that's good. Vision is number 24, and this is the newer Vision without the cape and more of like a shiny outfit. Very cool sculpt. Vision is, of course, Avengers. Keyword, Young Avengers, Robot. Holographic manipulation is his ability. Once per game as a power action, you can generate up to 2. Number 24 Vision on click number 9. If he started the game on click number 9, it can't generate characters and has a 0-point value for all effects, including scoring. But he's protected from Pulse Wave, so that's cool. Phasing teleport into charge, incapacitate into super strength, super senses into invulnerability, enhancement and shape change and empower on his damage. Avengers team ability, and he's got 5 regular clicks and then his click on number 9 for 45 points. So 5 regular clicks, plus he can generate more copies of himself. That is pretty cool. Very neat. So Vision is number 24. Put him in right after Reptile. All right, Iron Lad. Iron Lad is one of the Young Avengers. It's actually Nathaniel Richards. From the Council of Kangs, Exiles, Young Avengers, Armor, Future, and Past. So Iron Lad, Nathaniel Richards is Kang. You know, Kang is Immortus. Immortus is all of the different characters. Yeah. Um, follow up. Once per turn, for all characters with a follow up trait, make an attack using Iron Lad's printed combat values, only to target a single character. So, yeah, only hit a character that has already been hit by a Young Avengers keyword this time. He's got invulnerability, super senses, and willpower, running shot into phasing teleport, penetrating psychic blast, energy shield, deflection, probability control, and range combat expert and Avengers team ability. 75 or 50 you can play him at. Pretty decent, no matter which click you start him at. All right. So he is 25, so he's going to go right here after Vision in our uncommon spot. Well, that's 2 Kangs so far with Immortus and Iron Lad. And how about Kazar? Kazar with the Typical hunkered down sculpt there. Couple knives in hand. At least his loincloth is covering everything he's supposed to cover. That's good. Kazar has Savage Land for keyword, Wakanda, animal, mystical, ruler, and warrior. He's got quite a bit of stuff on his card. At the beginning of the game, generate a Zabu bystander, max of 1. When Kazar is given a move action after resolution, you may have another friendly character with a shared keyword or a friendly Zabu bystander up to half its speed value. He's got charge, leap, climb, and stealth. A special bond, leadership. When Kazar uses it and succeeds after resolutions, choose one. Generate a Zabu bystander or move a friendly Zabu bystander up to half its speed value. It's very interesting. So you can create one at the beginning of the game. If they get knocked out, you can have them come back after a successful leadership role. He's got charge, blades, claws, fangs, combat reflexes, super senses, and close combat expert. Plus, he's got team player, which means that he can copy any friendly team ability. And then he's got loyal companion with Zabu. Make a close combat attack, but only to target a character that Kazar hit this turn. And Zabu's tough. 8 movement with charge, 10 attack with blades, claws, and fangs, 17 defense with toughness, and 2 damage with whatever that. I'm not sure what that is. Orange on there. Battle Fury, I think. So very cool. Now for 50 points, again, a 6 clicker for 50 points that makes little guys. It's pretty decent. So, all right. That's it. So let's go to the next one. We got 4 left. It should get a little quicker if we get more duplicates. Hopefully we don't. We get the rest of the commons and uncommons, but that's not always the way things work. Please let me know in the comments what you think about this set so far. Or, after the video's over, let me know what you think. There's a lot of good pieces in here, a lot of interesting combo pieces, and then, of course, you can always play with other characters you have from other sets. There are some pretty interesting possibilities, of course, here. All right, so we got an extra Patriots, an extra Wonder Man, so 2 duplicates there. Wonder Man and Patriots. We'll set them over here out of the way. Next up, we got Falcon, Nick Fury, and the Swordsman. So let's see. So now we're at 5, 10, 15, 30. So now we can put away. Yeah, nobody. All right. Put that up here. So we got a common, an uncommon, and a rare. Oh, wrong way. Let's take a look at our common first. Falcon. Falcon is number 6 in the set. His glasses look a little funky. They look okay. Pretty good sculpt, though. All right. Falcon has Avengers, Heroes for Hire, Shield, and Soldier. Aerial combat maneuvers, super senses, but he succeeds on a 4, 5, or 6 for range attacks. He's got Charge, Running Shot, Quake, Energy Shield, Deflection, Willpower, Perplex, and Close Combat Expert, and Avengers Team Ability. 6 clicks for a 50-pointer again. Not too bad. All right, and he finishes out our first. Oh, this is funny because this is what happened yesterday when I was doing my Batman team up video. Finished the second slot of 5 commons, so we're done with that. All right. Let's take a look at Nick Fury, our uncommon. Nick Fury. That's kind of a Batman look to him there with the cape and stuff. Definitely the Samuel L. Jackson Nick Fury character, right? So he has Avengers, Shield, and Spy. Director of Shield. Now this is the same ability that Maria Hill had. so he can generate the shield operatives or Maria Hill. Regeneration, super senses, willpower, running shot into stealth, toughness, perplex, outwit, and shield team ability. 50 points for a 6-click again. And decent dial, really. All right, so number 26. So we're talking about 25, 26 here, right? After, or right before Wonder Man. Oops. See now. There we go. Okay. Finally, Swordsman. Swordsman, interesting. He's got a problem with his scabbard there. He needs to like pop up out of the way. Woo! My scabbard. His scabbard is very erect. Okay, well, he's French. French Canadian. What do you expect? Avengers, Batrock's Brigade, Masters of Evil, Martial Artist. He's Jacques Duquesne. More than a sword. Okay, then. Blades, claws, and fangs. When the swordsman uses it, after resolution, give a hit character an action token. Nice. Riposte. Combat reflexes, toughness, super senses, but only for close attacks. When swordsman is missed by a close attack after resolutions, deal the attacker 1 penetrating damage. Very nice. Charge, Blades, Claws, Fangs, Willpower, Exploit Weakness. And he's got the Avengers and Masters of Evil team ability. And 6 clicks for 50 points again. It's a decent 50 points, though. In 3 clicks, he still has the ability to do that 1 damage back to people. So it's pretty good. 43A, so he's another prime other half of the prime characters. All right, so we are on to our next to the last booster. And we got a couple duplicates again. We got a couple other cool figures here. Actually, it's 1 duplicate. Not bad. All right. All right. So now we're into, let's say, 40 of these. 35. We're into the 40s. So 35. Yep. 6 through 7, 38 here, right? And he was 37. All right, so these guys go here. And then we know that 41 is Ant-Man. And there's a prime. So there's that. And then 42. And then 43A is Swordsman. And then there's a prime for that one too. So there we are with that. To know where we are so far with the set. Okay. So we still have to put away our super rares. And then, of course, our 1 Chase. I'm in trouble with this tape. Looks like we got a Captain America. We got Mantis. Got an extra Hydra agent. There we go, Hydra agent. And then it looks like with the same coloration, we got a Hydra officer. Got Claw for a rare. And Mantis and Captain America for our commons. So let's take a look at Captain America. He is the number 1 character. And like I said, same sculpt as Red Guardian. So Captain America, nice sculpt, typical captain running with the shield. All right, he has Avengers, Howling Commandos, Invaders, Shield, Past, and Soldier. Those who oppose his shield must yield energy, shield, deflection, and leadership. And you can see he's got a ton of stuff on his dial and Avengers team ability. Decent, 9 clicks for a 90-point click character, or 45 points for 5 clicks of still some pretty heavy duty attacks and defenses. All right, so this is our number 1 character. Put him in here. Yeah, for some reason we're missing number 4. That's our one missing character here in the commons. So it's all right. Number 15 is Mantis. Mantis has more of her classic look. Well, not quite classic. The one classic is like some weird space bikini, but a little more modest look on her. And she has Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic, and Martial Artist. She has the Guardians team ability. She has a rally ability. This is the first one of these we've seen in this set. This one, you can remove one of Mantis's rally dice to remove an action token from a friendly character when within range and line of fire. It's nice. Mind control, incapacitate, precision strike, super senses, and perplex. And she's 25 points. And it explains the rally ability, which I explained yesterday with the Batman set, but I'll go through that again for you guys. Once per roll for each die in a finalized attack roll, and for all characters with a matching rally die and trait color printed under that trait star. After resolutions, you may choose a friendly character to gain a matching rally die. Rally trait colors specify which attack type they can gain rally dice from. So in this case, we're looking for 2s, right? From any blue. So in this case, blue is a friendly attack roll. So if anybody rolls a blue, we can take that and put it on here. Red for opposing attack, green from all attack rolls. When a character gains a rally die, place a die on the matching results with the matching result on their card. So she's 25 points for 4 clicks. Pretty decent for the ability she has. So definitely someone to remember when you're like, what do I throw in here for an extra blah, blah, blah points, So, all right, 15. Mantis goes in to cap off the end of that set, that sleeve. All right, the Hydra Officer. Similar sculpt to our Hydra Agent, just different colors. I do that a lot of the times. All right, and he has Hydra, Soldier, and Spy. Sorry, Hydra, Soldier, Spy. Ranking Officer, Leadership. When Hydra Officer uses it and succeeds, you can make a Hydra Agent. And then if a 6 was rolled, you can also remove an action token from each friendly character named Hydra Agent. And very similar specs, Hydra team ability, and of course, 4 clicks for 25, just like our Shield Agent. Or Maria Hill, sorry. Very nice. All right, so we are on 16. 19, sorry. 18. So 19, he can finish out our sleeve here with Maria Hill, Red Guardian, Wonder Man, and Bucky. Finally, from this pack, Claw. Claw has an interesting sculpt. Getting ready to fire his Sonic Disruptor. All right. He has Aim, Frightful 4, Masters of Evil, and Scientist for his keywords. He's Sound Construct Power. Generate a Sound Construct blocking terrain marker in a square within range and line of fire, max 1. Free, you can choose one. Place a Sound Construct marker in another square within Claw's range and line of fire, or make a close attack using Claw's printed combat values, but only to target a character adjacent to his Sound Construct marker, regardless of adjacency. And Body of Pure Sonic Energy, super senses but succeeds on a 4, 5, or 6. When Claw uses it and fails, you may reduce the damage taken equal to the result. Protected by Outwit. All right. So that's cool. Even if he misses his supersonic roll or his super senses roll, he could still reduce it by 3, 2, or 1 as far as the damage goes. So that's nice. Massless body, phasing teleport, pulse wave, penetrating psychic blast, regeneration, range combat expert, and masters of evil team ability. He is a 75-point monster. 7 clicks for 75 points. Definitely somebody you want on your team because he's got 4 clicks of that ability to dodge pretty much all damage. All right. So let's put him away. I think we can put him in here with these guys. All right, we're down to our last 2 boosters. All right, so I went ahead and took a break and pre-cut the next 2 just so we can get through that part and open them up. The last two boxes of this brick just to see what kind of goodies we have. Hey, there's a gray mindless one, and there's a oh well. What do you know? Very unusual. We got a prime. Got a prime and a super rare out of this one. So that's really, really cool. All right. So what was this? This was down through 43, 84, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, well, still not helpful, right? That's okay. So we did get a duplicate out of this one, or 2 duplicates, sorry, Falcon. I didn't see you there. Shield operative. Bloop. That's okay. We need multiple shield operatives, so that was okay to get a duplicate of both shield operative and um, the yeah, the other guys, bad guys, Hydra agent. Um, we got an extra Falcon, you know, and then we got these 3 guys. So no commons, but we did get a duplicate. All right, we did get a Doctor Strange uncommon. We did get a mindful one, not a mindless one, and we got the Prime Swordsman. So we already had the super rare or the chase with Iron Hammer there, and now we got a Prime as well. So very, very cool. Let's go to Doctor Strange first, though. Doctor Strange as a sculpt, you know, I don't know what he's trying to compensate for there with his little tassel hanging down, but you know, we know he's a doctor, a little arrogant. Um, Avengers, Defenders, Illuminati, Mystical, bringing in help for the multiverse, leadership. Whenever Doctor Strange uses it and succeeds, you may instead generate a 011 Astral Doctor Strange on click 1. If a 6 was rolled, you may instead generate a Wong on click 1 if there isn't a friendly Wong on the map. Cool. He's got Cloak of Levitation with TK. It's free, but only to target himself. Energy Shield, Deflection, Super Senses, Running Shot, Phasing Teleport, Precision Strike, Regeneration, Perplex, Outwit, and Support. So he is a 75-point decent character. Or 40 with 4 clicks on him. He's got Defender's team ability and Mystic's team ability. So, you know, he's definitely a top choice for any team. Like that. Very nice. So he's number 22. I think, does he go in here with Iron Lad? Yep, he goes right here before Reptile. Okay. And then we have a Mindful one, which is just the Mindless one sculpt with gray paint instead. And the Mindful one is, of course, Monster and Mystical again. Mystic team ability. He has Rally, though. You can remove 2 Mindful one's Rally dice to generate a Mindless one on click 1. Very cool. And anytime a 1 is rolled, you can give him a Rally dice. Defend Toughness. He's got adjacent friendly characters have Mystic team ability. Wow. charge, super strength, toughness, support, and he has 5 clicks for 40 points. I'm playing him in every single team because really, if he's adjacent, he can use defend, so he can give them his 18 defense. Plus, they get the Mystic Team ability, so they do damage back. He is awesome. I'm playing him in my next constructed event. All right. 30 points, or 30, number 30. So we'll put him in here at the end of this one. Right. Okay. Finally, we have our prime. Not finally, we still have one more booster left, but still. Swordsman, prime. The green ring means a prime. And a green costume, I guess, too. Whatever. His scabbard's a little straighter, but his sword's a little bent. Not bad, though. Same sculpt, different paint job, right? Swordsman. He has Avengers, Cosmic, Deity, Martial Artist, Ruler, and Warrior. Friendly bystanders within range modify attack +1. If a friendly character named Quai is on the map, friendly bystanders within range modify defense +1. Swordsman's skills. He's got super senses, but succeeds on a 4, 5, or 6, and when he succeeds, or an adjacent when swordsman or an adjacent friendly character is missed by a close attack after resolution, deal the attacker 1 penetrating damage. Makluan Sword, blades, claws, and fangs, and for free, choose one. Swordsman can use the chosen effect until you choose again. Energy explosion, incapacitate, penetrating psychic blast, poison, or precision strike. He's got all that stuff on his dial, and the cosmic team ability, so he has willpower. 7 clicks on the dial for 75 points. He's pretty decent too. Might throw him and a mindful one and some mindless ones. Could be pretty fun. All right, so we will put him in with our other swordsman. Not bad at all for this brick. So let's see what is in our last booster, and hopefully it's not a bunch of duplicates. No, it's only 2 duplicates and 3 pieces, although technically I already have one of them in another booster I bought the other day, but out of this brick. Okay. Got an Astral Doctor Strange, which looks really awful without the color on it, but All right, so we have a duplicate Hawkeye. Oh, no, we don't. I'm sorry, we don't have a duplicate Hawkeye. We only have a duplicate Captain America. Duplicate Cap. We put him over here. We have a Winter Soldier, which is number 4 in our set. That finishes out our first 10 commons. That's Bucky, the same Bucky sculpt, just different paint job. All right, and Winter Soldier has Hydra, Thunderbolts, Assassin, Past, Soldier, and Spy. He's got Stealth and Plasticity. Free, place Winter Soldier in a square of hindering terrain within range and line of fire. Keeping you close, he's got Plasticity, Energy Explosion, Toughness, Close Combat Expert, and Range Combat Expert, and Team Player team ability, which is cool. 60 points for 6 clicks. Pretty nice. All right, and I think he is number 4, so we'll put him in here. Makes sense that he would be right there with Captain America. So that's our first 10 commons. We've got an Astral Doctor Strange, which, like I said, the way the sculpt is, just looks kind of odd with the no color, especially with the little hangy down. Let's drop him before. Anyway, yeah. So Astral Doctor Strange, crystally. Okay. So we know this one only has a couple clicks, 3 clicks for 15 points, or you can bring him in with the other Doctor Strange. Phasing teleport, super senses, and enhancement. All right. So he's number 11. Put him in here by Black Panther. It looks like then we're only missing like one common. So not too bad. All right. Finally, Hawkeye for an uncommon. This is another version of Hawkeye. This real name is Lester. Dark Avengers. Same sculpt, just different coloring. Thunderbolt's assassin, martial artist. Team player ability. When Hawkeye attacks a single target and misses, after resolutions, deal that character one penetrating damage. So no matter what, hit him, miss, still do a damage. Running shot, stealth, energy explosion, super senses. 50 points. Very decent. All right, number 21. It's here to finish out this sleeve. I think a Dark Avengers, so we'll have to see if we can make a decent Dark Avengers team. And finally, Novar from the Dark Avengers. And this guy, Novar is Dark Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, Kree, Young Avengers, Animal, Cosmic, Future, and Soldier. And he's Marvel Boy. He's got super senses. He's got invulnerability, willpower. After resolution of any action, if Novar isn't the only friendly character on the map, KO him. Oh. Battle Fury, close combat expert. Ton of other stuff on there. Team player. And finally, 50 points for a 60, or for 6 clicks. It's pretty good. All right, and he's number 34. So let's see, we can put him away. Right here by Drax and everybody, right? Yep. So overall, very, very decent. So we'll actually use this last sleeve to put away our super rares and our chase. So not bad. Not bad at all. Getting a chase and a super rare, or a chase and a mythic, or a mythic, sorry. I'm doing some magic unboxings. A chase and a prime. So real quick, we'll go through what we had. So we got our commons there. Commons there. So that's the first 10. And we're missing one with that set. So number 11, 12, 13 is missing. Uncommons. Some more uncommons. Some rares. You got quite a few rares too out of this. Then we have a couple gaps there with the rares. Not bad though. And finally, with these, the rares prime of that, we're missing the prime of Ant-Man, and then of course our super rares being Iron Man, Miss America, Kang, and then our chase was Iron Hammer. And not too bad as far as dupes. We ended up with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 dupes out of 50 pieces. Yeah, I mean that's about acceptable. I would have liked to maybe seen a couple more commons and maybe another uncommon just to finish out that set, but it's okay. So overall, this is it. Avengers Forever, the latest Marvel Heroclix set. Let me know what you think about it in the comments, please. Like, share, subscribe. Stay tuned for future videos with more unboxings and all kinds of goodies. Thanks for watching.